Good morning, everybody. This is Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazella.com. Oh my goodness, I know it's been a while. I've been just really busy with calendars and trying to get them out and stuff, but I wanted to stop. I said, you know what? I'm going to stop because you're valuable to me and I appreciate you. And I just wanted to give thanks this morning for all of the people that have walked with me on my journey. It's been wonderful. It's been simply wonderful to have you in my life. And I really mean that. And I was thinking about the people that sometimes that we look over or that I look over because my journey couldn't be my journey without you. And I say that so many times, but I just want to thank all the people that have worked in my home and cleaned my house, washed my clothes, brought grocery for me, went to the health food store for me. It's so many things that when I stopped this morning to look and see that no matter what I've been through, God's been good to me. I haven't wanted for nothing and I haven't lost anything. And I just want to tell you that I appreciate you and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for anything that you have done for me, allowed me to do with you, the places that you've taken me, the doctor's appointments. For all these years, Lori has just been faithful with taking me to the doctor. I don't take those things for granted. And even the rides to church and picking me up and taking me home and making sure I had something to eat and just stuff. And it's really been a blessing. And I just wanted to stop. I said, you know what? Don't even start without saying thank you. And I know I probably have missed somebody. Oh, I got to say this. Rosalind Johnson has worked with me down through the years, almost 40 some years, sending out cards to people for me. If it's somebody's birthday, if somebody has died, if somebody's in the hospital, if somebody's sick, you get a card with my name on it, and Rosalind is the one that's sending out that card. And it's funny because people call me and they say, oh, Dorcas, let me read the birthday card you sent me. Because they know Rosalind sent it for me. And Rosalind has been a blessing to me. I mean, when people die in California and they call and they tell me, and I need a representative to go to that funeral, Rosalind will be there and she will get up and speak and let them know she's there on behalf of me. And I just cannot thank all the people, all the phone calls that people have encouraged me. I mean, I can't do it without you. And sometimes I get locked in my own world because wanting to feel sorry for myself. But then when I can just look back and see all of the good things that people have done, my sister, her church, and just everybody that has contributed to my world, please hear my heart. Thank you so very much. And I want to talk about Michelle today. Michelle is a lady that I met online. She's a therapist. And she was somewhere with my brother and he mentioned my name, and she went online and she found a website of mine, and she emailed me and asked me if I knew my brother by name, and I told her, yeah, why? And so anyway, she emailed me back, and then she asked me if we could email each other, and I told her that would be fine. And so then after a while, then she said, can I give you my phone number? And so she gave me her phone number, and then we kept corresponding back, and then I gave her my phone number. So we started talking on the phone. And Michelle was such a blessing to me. Now this lady, I had never met her before. But God had shifted her in my life to walk with me through some very difficult times. And he did it before I really needed her. So a trust was built up between us, even though I had never seen her. So one day she said to me, she said, Dorcas, I want you to go on YouTube, and I want you to go to this link, and I want you to look at this lady. And so I said, okay. So I have a smart TV. I went to YouTube, and I'm looking at this lady, and I'm watching her speak, and she's speaking to a group. She's a therapist, and so I'm looking at it. And then at the end of the video, it gave her name. And I said, oh. And I called Michelle. I said, Michelle, is that you? And she said, yeah, Dorcas, that's me. And so we just became really good friends. And so, like I said, Michelle was there for me and with me through my journey, through the down times of my life, through the times where I didn't know what I was doing. Michelle was there with me. So I was going to California. They were going to give me a dinner party, and I called Michelle. I said, Michelle, I'm going to be in California, and I would like to meet you. Could you come to this dinner party? And so she said, sure. And so for the very first time, when Michelle walked through those doors at that dinner party, that was the very first time that I had seen her. And I knew that God had put her in my life for such a time as that to walk with me. And I'm telling you, we are friends until this day. How could you trust somebody with your information that you don't even know? It's easy. When you know it's God, you just know it's God. And I just knew that my life was upside down, and I needed somebody to help me that didn't really know me, but could help me walk out of what I was in by I was entrapped in my mind. And Michelle walked with me every step of the way. And I just want to tell Michelle, thank you. And not only that, I said, hey, Michelle, can you write for my website? Yeah, sure, Dorcas. And Michelle is one of the writers on my website. And she's a blessing. And today we're just really good friends, and I'm just celebrate her with the things doors that are just opening wide up for her. And she's just going, God is really blessing her. And I'm grateful for that. And so everybody that has touched me in any kind of way, thank you. Even coming to the YouTube channel or coming to the website. When is Dorcas going to put something else down? Thank you. And and I want to talk a little bit about what I'm doing right now. Right now, I am so excited about where I am because I cook now. And I'm excited about that because I never liked to cook. But this morning I had oatmeal. You might say, Dorcas, that ain't cooking. Hey, you really don't know me. But that's cooking to me. I had oatmeal. I put some apples in there with some cinnamon, and man, I was having me a party in my mouth. That's what I always say. And I do chicken on the grill. I do pork loins. I do turkey patties. I do fish. I broccoli, mixed vegetables, cauliflower, and the thing that my therapist told me, she said you need to add protein to your diet because I didn't have protein in my diet. She said if you're not a vegetarian, you got to do this, girl. And so that's what I do. I feel so much better. Now I go to the doctor in a couple of weeks, and I don't know what the scale is going to say, but I tell you this, I feel so much better by eating a balanced diet than just eating vegetables and then buying lingrazine and all that other stuff. Now I'm cooking and I feel really excited about that. Here's the other thing. I've been doing exercise in my bed since 2015. Now I'm sitting up in the living room and I'm doing my exercise sitting up in a chair. And after I had my breakfast this morning, I was sitting there doing my exercise because I have my TV on in my living room and I can hear the music, and I'm doing exercise. My niece was over here a couple of weeks ago and she said, Aunt Dorcas, you can sit up longer. I used to could not even sit up for a really long time without being in so much pain. I don't know how much weight I've lost, but I can tell you this. My clothes are fitting me differently. And it's just like God letting the therapist them come in and he's just orchestrating my life. I realize God uses people. A lot of times we think, God's going to speak out the thing, but he uses people to help us get to the next level. And I'm telling you, I'm meeting some neat people here in my apartment. I've been giving out calendars and I'm meeting people, and it's just wonderful what's going on in my life. Now, that doesn't mean that I have not had situations and circumstances that have made me feel bad. I mean, it was just yesterday. I was thinking about my mom. And I think the reason why I was thinking about my mom, I've been thinking about her for about 3 weeks, but I was really thinking about her yesterday because my mom used to really cook at Thanksgiving. My mom loved her family. And Dorcas, you got to take me to Shelton Poultry Place, and she'd get the biggest turkey. She didn't want a turkey out of the store because she didn't want them froze. She would buy all this food, and right about now, she would be cooking for her family and for all of my friends. Because when I lived away from home, I'd say, hey, Mom, I'd come down there and help her, and then I'd say, can I bring my friends? And she'd say, yeah. And I think I've told this before. And so we would caravan down the 10 freeway to my house, to the 57, get off on the 57 and go to my house. And I had all these people. And my dad used to be like, Alma, do you see what that girl is doing? And I would always tell him to park across the street so that I could go in and prepare my father and hear him say, Dorcas, why you bring all them people down here? But I used to bring anybody that wanted to come. So they knew my mom could cook good. So I'm telling you, my house was jam-packed. We were outside. We were everywhere in that house. My family, my parents, that's one thing that they did. They've always opened up their home to whoever. There was nothing ever too good. So my mom would cook the biggest turkey. She'd make pies and cakes. She never made cookies. And she'd just cook food, food, food. And I would watch her at the Thanksgiving table. And she'd be so tired. And I asked my mom, I said, Mom, why do you do it? She said, Dorcas, I do it for my family. And I like to see people enjoy my food. Your friends come. And I mean, Thanksgiving was such a upbeat holiday. And Christmas, we would go to San Diego to my brother's house, Cheryl and Garland's house, and the kids. And we always, those holidays were always family, family, family. Now, here's what I want to say. I live alone now, and I don't have that. So yesterday I felt like, man, I'm missing my family. And so tears began to roll down my eyes. I was melancholic. I just felt like, oh my goodness, I don't have a family. So I got sad just for a little bit. And then I got okay. Because what I realized is that whatever you want to put in your mind and entrap it and deal with it and just keep hashing it and going over things, yeah, it can get you down. But then I realized, Dorcas, you got so much more. Because now you got people that may not live here with you, but they're with you. And so that's where I had to take my mind and center my thoughts. And I told my nephew, he works at Walmart. I asked him, I said, can you give me some turkey, is it wings or legs or whatever they are, some turkey, some smoked turkey legs or wings, one of them. And I want to cook some in the crock pot. And in my calendar, it says, don't be afraid to ask for help. And he can cook. So I said, Chris, and he told me he had called me and he said he gonna bring the stuff. I said, hey, Chris, and he's like, yeah. I said, could you help me? Huh? That's what he said. I said, can you just show me how to cook turkey wings? I think any turkey wings, whatever they are, and I want to put them in my crock pot and I want to cook them, but I need help seasoning them. You know, do I need salt? I mean, I know I need salt. But I need some onions, and I just tell me what to do. So he's going to come over here and show me what to do. So, and then my friend is going to come over, and what more can you ask for? You could sit and be lonely, or you could get up and say, you know what? I'm going to cook. So I'm going to do some turkey wings, and I'm going to do some mixed vegetables or broccoli, I don't know which one, or cauliflower, I don't know which one. And I want to make a sweet potato. Yeah, I think that's the name of it. And so I want to do these things, and I am excited. My house got clean yesterday, so I'm good to go. And I want to tell you that if you're feeling alone, or if you're feeling like you don't have no family, or maybe someone has died in your life, that means a lot to you. It's okay to be remorse. It's okay to feel the loss of someone else being missing from the table. I remember when my dad died, and that next year we had Thanksgiving dinner. It just wasn't the same because somebody was missing from our sight. These things are real. And I always try to promote that emotions are real and we do not have to stuff them. And that's what a lot of people would say. Oh, Dorcas, don't worry about that. Oh, Dorcas, that's okay. Oh, if it's bothering you, deal with it. But don't drown in it. That's the thing that we have to learn. We have emotions are real. I miss my mom, especially during holiday times, because I know that love to her was cooking for her family. And I'm not a cook and ain't trying to be a cook, but I am excited about what I'm cooking now, and I enjoy it. So even though I get up and I live alone, I get up and I'm going to eat my breakfast and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And before I know it, it's nighttime. So this is what I want to, this is why I came. I want to tell you thank you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And I may have missed something, but no, you're my something. And thank you very much. And also, if you live alone, try to do something to make yourself happy, to make you happy. Do something for yourself. Get up and cook something. Anybody got to cook? You cook. Like I'm cooking. And hey, may turn out good and it may not, but do something. Go outside. Just don't sit there and drown in misery and drown because of the things that we don't have. I'm single. I live alone. But I promise you, on Thanksgiving, I will not be alone. Because I will come in here and get on my computer and go to AARP and play me some games. And Christmas movies are on. And I love Christmas movies. So I know what I'm going to be doing. And I hope you do too. You're special. You're loved. You're valued. You're appreciated. And most of all, I want to say to you, thank you for walking out my journey with me. I love you. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. I don't care how it looks. There's some good somewhere. This is Dorcas Chandler at dorcasgazelle.com. Also, my book will be coming out at the end of December or the 1st of January. Keep watching for it because I know that you're going to enjoy it. Okay? You be blessed. Dorcas.